What is up, guys? This is a very important video. This is an urgent video that you have to see because at the end of the video, I'll be going over a penny stock that is currently up 311% with a tiny 8.5 million micro float. Nobody is covering this stock. Nobody knows about it. This stock only has 300,000 volume and is up 311% today with some very big news and catalysts coming out. So why is it able to do this? Because they only have 14.2 million unrestricted shares, 136 million outstanding shares, but 122 million of those are currently locked up. So that only leaves 14.2 million unrestricted shares available for free trading on the market. And the float is only 8.5 million. So that's why this stock is moving with only 300,000 volume. And there's no volume for the stock right now. It is filled with catalysts that I will go over at the end of the video, but the company has announced in the shareholder letter that they are currently evaluating numerous opportunities for future acquisitions that, if completed, would provide increased revenue and earnings to the company. So they are looking for strategic acquisitions that do have revenue. Keep in mind, this company has a very amazing share structure, something that is very rare on the OTC. They are uplisting or plan on uplisting to the OTCQB, and hopefully this will happen soon, as they did just submit a lot of auditing, as they did just complete a lot of auditing for 2022. I think this is the last step they need to become on the OTCQB tier, which would be good for the company. According to OTC markets, they are actually profitable right now. They don't really have much revenue or anything like that, but they are not losing money each quarter, it looks like. So this is very positive, and their balance sheet is looking very good. Only 200,000 total in liabilities, so their balance sheet is very clean, something very rare in the OTC. So this could be a very unknown gem in the entire OTC market, especially if they can come through with more catalysts, but they have a lot of big catalysts pending. So definitely, this one could get a big acquisition and the volume could go crazy. And with the tiny float, this one could see a very big run. So definitely one you have to see. Up 300%, over 300%. We have to talk about this one. Make sure you like the video, put notifications on so you do not miss these time-sensitive, urgent plays. I'll also be going over MULN Automotive. The live short interest percent of the free float is over 50% according to Ortex. The live short interest is around 44 million total shares. So this one could have a very big squeeze. This stock is up around 15 to 20% today. This stock has had a very big downfall. David Mitry has not been a good CEO. There's a lot of negative opinions of David Mitry, and apparently he wants to start over as a new CEO. But this, really seems like a joke to most MULN investors. They really are fed up with everything he's been talking about. Right? But apparently he is going to try to be more communicative. And, we'll just have to see what happens. Don't really have much faith in him at this point. They just had a reverse split, and it looks like they're already about to have to do another one. They have been diluting shares very heavily before the reverse split and after it. But they did have a positive PR come out this morning saying that the company has sufficient capital on hand for at least the next 12 months. So this is positive. Does this mean dilution will be paused as for now? It's possible. They still are burning a lot of cash, so we'll just have to see what they're doing. Someone could still see a squeeze with some very positive news or some kind of breakout PR that we, an unexpected PR, anything like that could push this one up like crazy, or a pause in dilution, could, make this one bottom out for now. This one is currently up 18.3% at 2 p.m. So still a lot of hours left in the trading day, and there will be after hours as well. Right now, MULN Automotive, ticker MULN, is trading at 19 cents, up over 18% for the day. Live short interest percent of the free float, according to Ortex, is 53%. However, this may not be accurate because, the outstanding share count is still outdated. They have raised that since Ortex has updated, but the live short interest, according to Ortex, is at 44 million shares. It looks like they are increasing this as of lately. There's a lot of stuff they talk about that we already knew about, but the company does have sufficient capital on hand for at least the next 12 months. So if there is a pause in dilution, this stock could be bottomed out for now, and if they do have a breakout PR or something very unexpected, we could see a squeeze here. But it's still likely that this one will be in a downtrend until they have another reverse split or start production and actually get revenue numbers coming out. That's just the real outlook of the company, but we'll just have to see what happens. There's still a lot of volume, a lot of eyes on it, so anything is possible at this point. But one penny stock we have to talk about is ticker HWAL, hwal Entertainment Inc., up 300% today, trading right at 17 cents. Now, looking at the share structure, a $6 million market cap, 300 million authorized shares, 136 million outstanding shares, and like I said, only 14 million of those are unrestricted, so the other ones are locked up by insiders or majority holders. And the float is only 8.5 million, so volume is at 306,000, and the stock is up around 300%. Some more catalysts, and once the stock gets more volume, this one could still have a further run. Keep in mind this stock was trading at just around $1 in the past year. It had some support around 4 cents, or it was really bottomed out around 4 cents, and had a very big push today, up 300%. So hwal is an Entertainment Inc. ticker HWAL, a multifaceted developer, telecommunications, technology, media, music, entertainment, and broadcasting company, releases a shareholder update letter, taking additional steps toward once again becoming a reporting issuer, and continues to focus on providing future shareholder gains via strategic acquisitions and otherwise, as well as working toward an uplisting to a larger trading exchange. So I think they've already applied for the OTCQB, and they plan on maybe going to an even larger trading exchange, but obviously should be on the OTCQB very soon. So over the past 2 years, they're talking about some of their achievements. 1 year ago, they made an application to the OTC markets to make an uplist to the OTCQB. So I'm not really sure why it's taking that long for them to get to the OTCQB. It looks like they've remained over 1 cent, way past that. When a company uplists to the OTCQB, they still have to, it's still a lot of paperwork, a lot of filing that they still have to do. So we should see an update hopefully soon with OTCQB. Application is approved pending completions of the company's 2022 audited financial statements. So back at the end of back on March of this year, the company announced it had formed a new technology division to invest in and acquire operating companies in the AI, IoT, Internet over Things, 5G, data center, blockchain, NFT, crypto, IoT, and other fintech industry. So these are very hot sectors. 5G, AI, and fintech, very hot sectors to invest in. As you can see up here, they did say they are working on strategic acquisition. So this is one that hasn't really diluted in a long time. Their share structure has went up around 90 million or something like that in 2 years or something like that. Maybe not even that much, but they aren't diluting that much. Still have a very good share structure and a tiny float. Actually, looking at their revenue, it looks like for the first quarter of 2023, they actually made $6 million and did 145 million or 145,000 in revenue. Looking at their financial statements, it looks like they did do 145,000 in revenue. It's kind of weird because it says their gross profit was 145. They have zero cost of revenue here, and their net income ended up being around $6 million. So this one really doesn't look like much, but at least it looks like they aren't losing money or a lot of money each quarter. As you can see, in 2022, they did lose a few million in quarter. They had something happen here in 2022 in the last quarter where they somehow had 2.7 million in operating income according to OTC markets. They don't have that many liabilities. This is something you really want to look at with OTC companies. They're usually filled with liabilities. They only have 211,000 in total liabilities. So, a very good balance sheet, no debt, is pretty much non-existent. So definitely, and a good share structure. So this is definitely one that could have a very big run. They aren't losing a massive amount of money every quarter. It actually looks like they were profitable their first quarter of 2023. Haven't really looked into the actual filings, but that's what it shows on OTC markets at least. So in April this year, the company announced the divestment of its majority controlled infrastructure development subsidiary, hwal Development Company LLC, HWDC, led by its founder, president, and CEO, Mr. Darnell Sutton. With this divestment, Mr. Sutton has stepped away from his positions as an officer and director of the company to continue in his role as HWDC's president and CEO. 50 million common and 56,000 Series A preferred shares of the company stock are being canceled and returned to Treasury. So very good for shareholders right here. This company's been very silent before 2022 and 2023, it looks like, and they are filled with catalysts and PRs. Back a month ago, it looks like just over a month ago, the company announced that it had purchased a 12.5% ownership stake in the CBD e-commerce platform cbdee.com with a total investment of $125,000 with terms consisting of $100,000 in cash and $25,000 in the form of 12,500 shares of the company's restricted common stock with a stated value of $2 per share. This investment will add an additional revenue stream for the company. Earlier this month, the beginning of this month, auditors were engaged to complete the company's 2022 audit. So this is something key for their OTCQB uplisting, it looks like. So this is good to see. The company is currently evaluating numerous opportunities for future acquisitions that, if completed, would provide increased revenue and earnings to the company. So this is very big. They are currently evaluating numerous opportunities for future acquisitions that, if completed, would provide increased revenue and earnings to the company. Keep in mind, they aren't losing money each quarter, it looks like, and their balance sheet is looking really good. We'll have to see what kind of debt carries over, but right now this is very positive, and it looks like this company is filled with catalysts, and they have a very good share structure, everything like that, tiny float. This is definitely one we have to watch that has no volume right now. With some acquisition or some big announcement, which it looks like they will do pretty soon, this one could get a lot of volume and have a very big run. We'll have to see what happens. That's it for the video today, guys. If you made it this far, you're a legend, man. Really appreciate the support I've been getting on my channel. Make sure you leave a like, put notifications on, and comment to help the algorithm for my channel. And I will see you guys on the next video.